Isaac Hodson reporting from Sandy, Utah for the Kids Literary Network channel, KLN Channel 10. Kale Ryer Brink grew up listening to her grandmother's stories of pioneer life in the western Wisconsin frontier. She wove them into one of the most beloved children's books of the 1930s, Caddie Woodlawn. Caddie Woodlawn. I would like to talk to you today about Caddie Woodlawn and her many adventures. Caddie was a pioneer girl who, with her family and their dog, Nero, left Boston and went west to Wisconsin, where they could own land and be free. Caddie's father grew up in England, where his grandfather had lots and lots of money. He did not like Caddie's dad because his son did not marry someone who was wealthy. It was important for Caddie's dad to go to America and work hard and make something of himself. Caddie and her sisters and brothers grew up in a small town in Wisconsin called Dunville, which is all but gone today. Caddie was a tomboy and loved to hang out with her two brothers, Tom and Warren. Together they got into all kinds of mischiefs, had lots of fun, and worked hard. So small that the Woodlawns only had church when the traveling preacher came into town. They went to school for half the year in a small schoolhouse when they could. Hard, but the Woodlawns were very happy. In fact, Mr. Woodlawn had the opportunity after his uncle died to return to England and be very important and wealthy, but the entire family wanted to stay in America. There is a small park in Wisconsin dedicated to Caddie Woodlawn. Her original home is there, and you can still walk to Chimney Bluffs, where Caddie and her brothers played. A park dedicated to Caddie because one time she saved the local Native Americans from possibly being murdered by her people. In those days, there were massacres and many scares. The Native Americans who lived by Caddie were peaceful. Some of them worked for her father. One night, someone started telling people that there was going to be an uprising and a massacre, and the townspeople gathered at the Woodlawn's home to be safe. Caddie overheard some of the men talking and realized that they were going to attack the Indians. Instead, she decided to go out alone and warn the Indians. Caddie was 10 years old when she left her home and rode her horse all the way to the Indian village to warn them. She made a very brave but dangerous choice. However, that the local Native Americans were her friends and she trusted them. Afterwards, many people were grateful that no one had died in a pointless massacre. They were proud that Caddie had been brave and knew that was the right thing to do. The Native Americans did decide to leave until things settled down. One of them left Caddie with his scalp stick and with his scalp belt and his dog to watch over until they returned. Caddie and her brothers loved showing off the scalp belt and even made off like bandits, charging kids who wanted to see it. Caddie was glad to have the Indian dog, even though he was ugly. Her own dog, Nero, had gone to Boston with her uncle and disappeared. She missed him very much. He came all the way from Boston to visit. She was a proper lady, and Caddie and her brothers played lots of tricks on her. Little sister Caddie told when Caddie and Tom put an egg in her shirt and made her roll in the hay. Katie got into big trouble. Woodlawn was when her dog Nero showed back up in Dunville. He had walked for months and months and was very, very dirty and tired, but Katie recognized him right away. If you like adventures and learning about early America and what it might have been like to be a pioneer, then Caddie Woodlawn would be a great book for you to read. Thank you for watching the Kids Literary Network KLN Channel 10. I am Isaac Hodson, and I'll see you again real soon.